So it's the 12th of June, just come back from the plot, first sort of major harvest if you will. So just quickly, we've got the chard and then Monge 2. They've got a little bit big, surprising how fast these things grow. It rained most of yesterday so I couldn't get out to pick, but they just pull the string off, they'll be fine. Some strawberries, another lobjogs, cos lettuce. First of the beetroot, and that's now, I just finished the last of ours from last year a few days ago, so that's a 12-month continuous supply of beetroot, first time ever, so I'm well chuffed about that. And then we've got a nice bunch of sweet peas here, and then another bucket of pinks. So I just wanted to show you that. I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now. Hi guys, June the 16th. It's been a while since I've done any videos on grafting fruit trees, so today's video is going to be around that subject. So if you want to give me 10 minutes or so, I'll show you how I tend to my grafts in the period following doing the actual graft itself. So kind of a bit of like grafting aftercare if you will. So I'll be right back, don't go away. So in this frame outside we've got a bunch of different stuff, but of course what I want to focus on is the apple grafts. Now these here, we can see it's got fruit on. These are 2 years old, and this spring actually I topped them out, and you can see there's a couple of branches growing on. Similarly, they're all pretty much the same. This one's got 2 branches coming out. This one here has 3, so this will kind of make the upper framework, which was the reason to cut it back. Where are we? Just there. So the top 3 shoots have grown out quite nicely spaced actually. Sometimes you get lucky. On this one there's 2 growing out this side, nothing that side, but hopefully we might be able to do some notching and nicking to encourage a bud to develop on that side, but that's for another time. But anyway, so what I'm going to do with those is basically just thin some of these fruits. I don't want too many fruits, I can allow 2 or 3 maybe, but that's all I'm going to do, and just keep my eye on them. That's pretty much it for them. These are what I did this year. Now in an early video I did confess to making a bit of a cock up, and I was trying a new method, and I didn't really understand the idea of bottom heat and humidity on rootstock, so I didn't drill any drainage holes, and the damn thing's kind of nearly drowned on me. So I lost quite a few, but I'm glad to say that over the last few weeks, encouragingly, they've been growing again. So I'll come to them in a little bit more detail, but there's the grafting point there, and then there was about 2 or 3 buds, so I rubbed, once I knew they were growing quite vigorously, I rubbed the lower ones off and left this upper shoot to grow. You can see that's the growing point there. So that's what I've done with that. You could leave them all on, you don't have to rub them off, it's just what I do because I'm trying to get the energy to go into this uppermost shoot. On this one, like again, there's the grafting point, there's the uppermost shoot, and that's now probably got about a foot of growth on it. Here's one that I thought I'd lost, but I've just noticed now it's got a little green shoot on there. See, so here's some coming from the rootstock because it's below this bandage here where the grafting point is, so this is shoots coming from the rootstock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub that one out, and this long shoot here I'm just going to kind of pinch that. In fact, I've got a little pair of second see, I'm just going to cut that back like that. So I'm hoping that some more of the sap will come to this leaf here and that'll grow away. You can see that I've already done that. Here's a long graft. My mate over in France, Anthony's trying to share his knowledge with me in doing longer grafts. So I had a go and it is growing. I didn't think it was, but it is growing. And you can see there's buds coming down from lower down. And again we've got rootstock growth, so coming from below the graft point. So you can see hopefully where I pinched those out probably about 10 days ago to allow more sap to reach these, because that's where I want the growth. So what I'll probably do in another few weeks or something is just remove those. Moving on, this one, again there's nothing showing on the scion, but below the graft there's two strong shoots. So probably what I'll do with this one is just leave it, because then I know that this rootstock's alive and well, so next year I can come and have another go and do another graft and try again. Moving on to this one. So again, this is another long, well I say a long graft, I mean he does is about 3 foot long, Anthony, but this one's about a foot. And there's the grafting point there, and again you can see a little shoot, so we're just going to rub that off and allow the scion to take benefit of the sap. You can see that uppermost bud there, it's grown away quite nicely now. On this one, so I hope you're getting the idea now, there's the graft. We've got a scion, sorry, a rootstock growth there, but now we've got some nice shoots coming out of scion, so I don't want that one. So I'll take that off and just leave the growth on the scion. Moving on, again a single bud growing away quite nicely from the scion. Down below, just at the bottom there, one coming up from the rootstock, so we want that one off. Just developed it, there we go. So again we've just left the growth, which is what we want, the desired growth from the scion. This one, it was a graft quite high up the rootstock, so and there's your bud growing there. It's not over strong yet, so instead of removing all this from the rootstock, I'm just going to take that little tip, a little growth point there, just take that off, so that this will still pull sap up from the root, it will still photosynthesize, and hopefully as that gets stronger, again I'll remove this. On this one, again you can see from the rootstock some strong shoots, but now we've got growth coming from the scion, so I'm going to have to use secateurs because that's actually quite woody and I want a clean cut, but I'm going to remove probably all those. So let me get my secateurs and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so just to recap, there's 1, 2 and 3 shoots coming from the rootstock. There's the graft point, and we've got 1, 2 buds growing away from the scion, so this is the growth that I want. So because they're quite woody, these growths, I'm going to take the secateurs and just Alright, so I'll get rid of those. So now that's what it looks like now. And hopefully there should be enough in this to keep pulling the sap up and feeding these shoots. You saw me do that one. That one, unfortunately, it's got scorched or something, so I don't know what will happen to that. And this one, again, I'm really surprised. Growth's coming on 3 buds, it looks like. I can see green in there. And again, we've got these long shoots coming from the rootstock. So again, if you just bear with me, instead of taking them all out, because these aren't strong yet, I want them to get more leaf on, so I'm just going to take the kind of top bits out. You see that I've left quite a bit on there until these get stronger, and then again what we'll do is we'll reduce or remove those. Let's move on a bit.